What did the DVDs mean? Like,
no, the DVDs means like, yo, you know what? I want to change narratives. I don't need to promote a fucking big artist. You know what? You know, like, I'm gonna tell you what DVD got me popping, right? So when I knew I was over the wave, I was selling DVDs and all that.
Yeah.
When I got to my Controversy Sells DVD, right? So I was like, all right, you know what? I did this one just like drama, right? Loon got me hot.
what was Loon talking about on the DVD?
He was talking about Dipset, this, that, and the third. At the time, but you know, they called out, I don't want to promote no old beef.
Yeah. No,
Right.
it's history.
It was history.
Right.
So as I said, $1,000 camera. I met Loon through DJ E Nice. I'm like,
E Nice, wow.
that's how I'm gonna bring classics.
Wow.
So I was always, you know, like, cause you know, I was always a fan of Loon because that's like my type of style.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, man, you know, Loon wild. Like, he's a wild nigga. Like, don't let that shit fool you.
I don't think people knew that about Loon.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break down the story.
Yeah.
So the hood fellas, that's who I grew up with them. They were signed to Puff, right? So Papa Sam
Blassie.
and I'm like blasting them. These are my childhood friends.
Right.
They always told me like, yo, boy, Loon, tough as a mother. He be knocking niggas out. He wild. So I'm like, where are they? Because I'm looking at the videos, pretty boy shit. All right. It's like, nah. Cool. I build a relationship now with like T-Rex, Murder Mook, and I'm like, boy, that nigga name is Looney. He's wild.
Yeah.
Word. Now he had a whole different set of niggas. Cool. I'm running around with DJ Nice, he grinding. I'm on his mixtapes. Boom, he fucking with Loon. I'm like, yo, I need to get him on an interview. No bullshit. As I said, niggas, it's cool now. I don't want to hash no old beef. And he was like, yo. I'm like, yo, nah, I fuck with Loon. Like, I like Loon. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like the music. You know, that's my type of style. Chiller shit.
Right.
So he like, yo, have him come meet me in a project, you know what I'm saying, sister crib, whatever, do an interview. He start going in. I'm like, huh?
Going in on what?
He was just going in how he felt about the culture, the gang culture, this with these dudes, and I'm like, oh shit. And he told me like this, like, yo, you want to pop? Don't edit nothing. Put it out just like that. That shit chose this shit in a frenzy. Everybody was looking for me. They didn't even look for the nigga. I swear to God. Yo, no bullshit.
But this was before Loon had his run-in with 40 Cal, right?
Right before it.
Right before.
Right, and as I said, I got a relationship with 40 Cal.
Yeah, shout out to
But as
40.
I said, I don't want
Shout
to,
out to
because
40.
you know, like, niggas is grown now, so I don't want to be like, yo, niggas trying to start. I'm just telling you, like, the
It's
history.
the history, bro. Like,
the history
word.
shit. So I'm just like, yo, damn. He's like, yo, don't edit nothing, put that shit out just like that. We in the projects. He raw, like, no haircut, no nothing. You know, niggas see him clean cut.
Yeah.
Yo, my nigga, when I put that shit on the street, yo, I was getting calls from everybody. I'm like, what? Yo, I sold 17,000 DVDs off that.
17,000.
DVDs off that.
dope.
They was like, Loon talking crazy because they didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't get involved because I'm not from Harlem, so they was like, because you know, they look at it like, yo, this nigga, they never seen him talk like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as I said, you know, now everybody's in a different space. It was just different. I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy. It's crazy, like, it's crazy.
Wow. Was that
That was one of
the most controversial?
Yeah, because I was up to episode, Real Talk TV DVD, We Still in the Streets. I did 4. And then when I did that, I was like, I fuck, we gonna do a Controversy Sells. I had T-Rex going at French going at T-Rex, Fendi. It was like fucking J Mills going at Murder Mook. It was like hectic.
It was a whole bunch of shit.
It was like a whole bunch of shit.
Right. And
you know, now.
But was that the formula? Like, once you seen what the Loon
you know
DVD
what?
did, you was like,
you know what?
oh, nah, this the wave.
And you know
I'm
what?
looking for this.
I need bullshit.
specifically.
And you know what it was? Now that I look at this shit, I'm like, man, this shit is some bull. Why am I even doing? That's not my. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what? These niggas they was jumping on camera just talking mad shit. And I like, man, damn. Cause you know, like, I'm not with like niggas, like, especially us going at each other.
Right.
But it got, once that, they was like, yo, niggas was checking for it now. 'Cause you know, Rex talking shit, Mook talking shit, J Mill talking shit, French talking shit, Fendi talking. It was like pandemonium. So I was like, yo, now I'm like, man,
Did anybody ever blame you for shit that happened after your interviews?
I ain't gonna lie, like, J Mills people, Tone and them, they're definitely looking for me.
Shout out to Tone.
Tone
was looking for you.
He definitely was looking for me. They're
official too.
That ain't the right nigga to have looking for you.
Yeah, they're official too.
Definitely, Tone was looking for me.
That is not a good look.
Tone, and it was so crazy because me and J Mills it's so cool.
Cool, yeah, J Mills
Right.
cool. How'd you clear that up though? How'd you clear that up?
He knew about it though. And he's like, yo, leave it on the DVD before it went out.
Okay.
Because I think I told French, you might have told Jay, but whatever, however it went. And he's like, leave it on there. And as I said, being younger, you don't really know because, Tone and Nas, and they invested in son.
Right.
So, I'm not knowing or whatever.
Yeah.
And as I said, it definitely had to drop. Like, so what happened was, it went out, Mook went crazy on this shit. And I told him, like, ahead of time, he's like, nah, leave it on there. They caught wind of it. Niggas like, yo, man, this nigga Tone looking for you. I'm like, looking for me for what? What are you looking for me for?
Right.
Because in my mind, like, yo, look for the nigga that said whatever he said.
Right, exactly.
I'm at Remy Martin.
Don't kill the messenger.
Exactly. I'm at Remy Martin album release party. Word. So, like my big homie Kavlar or whatever, he from my hood.
Yeah.
Law.
He fucked with Tone and them. So he like, yo, he was like, yo, who's all this nigga? He like, he didn't know what I look like though, because it was said no Instagram, nothing. So this cat was like, yo, man, this nigga Tone, this is my man. Just come upstairs. So I'm like, because I've been hearing this for like 8 days now.
The Tone's looking for you.
But I'm not from Harlem, so I'm like, I'm never gonna run into this nigga anyway.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, nah, ain't nothing, whatever. I'm like, all right, bet. Somehow somebody spotted me, made a phone call, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Go upstairs, we start chopping it up. Good, good, respectful man, I definitely respect him. And I understood what he was saying. He was like, yo, boom, you gotta watch what you promote on your joint, this and the third. It was not like no violent shit or nothing like that, but I get it, like what he was trying to.
What exactly was?
He's like, yo, like, at that time, he was like, yo, he's an artist, he can't make these decision calls because they invested in him. And I like, as I said, we're young, so I'm like, I'm not knowing this, like I'm learning as I'm going. Cause I'm like, yo, well, cause like Jay was like, yo, he just wanted to talk to you or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, what is he talking for? Me and you have a relationship and you told me to leave it on there before it went out.
Right.
So now he's like, yo, he override that shit like, yo, bro, me and son is investing the money. He has no say-so in that. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though, like I understood.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is artist.
Smoke mouth. Exactly.
At that time.
Exactly.
And as I said, me and him had a great relationship, so as I said, certain things I could be like, you know what? That was too much. Like,
well, what was being said?
It was too much, bro.
You're not gonna say?
I can say it on your joint.
Say it. I mean,
As I said,
it's in the past, bro.
It was
Trust
like,
me, the Tone ain't gonna be looking for you now. I already know this.
Nah, I'm saying I don't care about it. But me and Tone was cool. Like, last time I seen was All Love, Naj. So I ran a Controversy Sales joint. I was filming Mook somewhere in Manhattan. So, like, Mook talks shit, how he do. And a transvestite or something was just walking up. Some crazy shit. And like he was like trying to diss J Mills or some shit. And he's like, oh yeah, fuck J, some shit, some crazy shit.
So wait, let me get this straight.
So Mook made niggas say
Let me get
that
this straight.
So yo, Mook made niggas say that shit?
Hold on. Cause this is the question. This is the question.
Yo, hold up.
And I've noticed this over the years.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I don't know how these guys always have access to these types of people.
No. No,
I'm saying this because
it was no access.
When I was, going back and forth.
Nah, but it was no access. Nah, I'm not going. There's no access.
Hold on. That's what you're saying.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, this is what you're saying.
Yeah, this nigga's
all right.
stupid.
For me, I don't know if you remember, but in the time that I'm going back and forth with Rex and Moot, all of a sudden a video came out.
Of what?
Of somebody who played for the other team saying that they love me and they had I Love Math Hoffa t-shirts and all types of shit in this video. And it hit World Star. Nobody took it seriously. But the rumor of the video is what people took seriously. So I ended up getting people to apologize and all types of shit. You know what I mean? It took a lot of energy out of my day. And I didn't understand why a certain group of people always had access to these other guys.
As I said.
You understand what I'm saying?
As I said, it wasn't, we was coming out the studio.
Right.
As I said, around that time, I'm like filming. Like I'm trying to figure this shit out.
So what, did he run down on him like, yo,
Nah,
I
it
need you
was
for
just
this
like-
video?
Nah, it was like.
Or it was like, yo, what's up?
Nah.
Jeez, how you been?
Nah, the motherfucker was begging for like money, like
Money.
change. Like, yo, can you help me out? This and the third. And it was like in the mix of like talking shit. Like, yo, fuck the email some shit.
Right.
And he just said it. And as I said, you remember, I wasn't big like that yet. So it was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah. See, the
You know what I'm
problem
saying?
with
it was never no access.
Right.
It was never no access. I would never do that to either one
No,
of
no,
you
no,
guys.
for you. But for me,
Nah,
there was a whole production.
I don't, as I said, I don't know.
Right.
As I said, for that situation, as I said, I even spoke, he called me, spoke to Jay Mills. He's like, yo, man, just leave it on there. And I had a relationship with both parties. And like, you know, as you know, years go on, I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. That was like stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like you could admit, but you know, like we was all young.
Right.
Like we all trying to figure this shit out.
Right.
Jay Mills didn't give a fuck. He was like, yo, my nigga, I know I'm not that.
But this is the thing. People hear about it. When you see it, you're like, oh, this is ridiculous. But when you hear about it, you don't know that it's some bullshit.
Still, you got to do your own. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody does that.
But look though.
Nobody does that,
No,
bro.
but you got certain niggas who hate you that's
now,
gonna wanna believe that
there's a porn
shit.
star saying
Period.
that
Oh yeah, Rihanna.
Rihanna
Yeah, I saw
and-
that whole thing.
and Travis Scott
I think I just saw it.
are spreading STDs.
Oh,
I didn't even know that.
Bullshit,
Yeah,
most
yeah,
likely.
yeah.
Bullshit, most likely. But there are people that's gonna hear it and be like, "Oh, word."
Won't look any further into it.
Won't look.
Just
no,
read the headline.
but you know
Let
that-
it
Shit, the
run.
rumor back in the day was she gave Chris Brown herpes. That's why he beat up. Y'all never heard that?
No, I
Never-
did
I
not
never
hear
heard
that.
I'm shit, nigga. I ain't trying to start no shit. I'm only saying what I heard back in the day.
Shout out to Barbados. Rihanna, we love you.
Yo, no, listen.
We love you.
Bro, I ain't saying I believe it, bro. But I remember
But
that
it's a
shit
rumor.
back
Yeah,
in the
it's a
day. Like,
rumor.
yo.
But there'd be no fact or evidence
Yeah.
behind this shit.
And no
but
one
people
looks it
hear
up. No one checks.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.